Sports. Hi, everybody. I'm James Stabalski. These nights are always so much fun, so exciting, and a night where anything can happen.
Well, certainly not much of a lead up there, is there? Ryan O'Reilly on the face-off, and immediately I'm going to have to turn that audio down. That's going to be way too loud. Let's get in here. Hopefully win it, and we lose the face-off. I also have to learn how to hit again, as O'Reilly couldn't skate. And that's out of the zone already. Gotta brush up on the hockey commentary. Oh, Patrick Kane sends it deep down, intended for Ryan O'Reilly. Couldn't get there. Kane didn't stay on the boards. Up in the air. Gerard up to Brendan Dillon. Ryan O'Reilly around the edge. Lafreniere's shot missed the net. And Carter Hart will have to hold on to that one. 3-1 loss incoming. That's possible. Certainly possible. Face off for O'Reilly. Across from Couturier. Take a shot with Brendan Dillon. Sam Girard. Oh, didn't see that guy. Didn't see him at all. That's JVR. James Van Riemsdyk with the puck. Up to Konecki. Good defense there by Girard. Brendan Dillon sends it around. Again, we have nobody on the boards. Play that away to Girard. Over to Brendan Dillon. We'll dump this in. Monahan in pursuit. Oh, we almost had that pass off. I don't know if it would have gotten home. Pretty fail of a dump in there. Here's Dillon to Foley. Back to Brendan Dillon. Here's Romanov. Looking. Shooting is Monahan. Couldn't get it in there. Brendan Dillon loses the puck. Monahan with it now. Shot by Pacioretty. Oh, God. I don't know what the hell was happening there. Corral this with Pacioretty. My winger abandoned me. Over near side, Casey Middlestat. Middlestat in. Shooting Middlestat. Couldn't get there. Tried to center it. Cates will carry for Philadelphia. Middlestat in pursuit. Oh, that's a bad attempt at a hit. I need to use the stick more. Intercepted Middlestat. Can't get it by. Was trying to outlet to Oshie. Couldn't get there. Here's Cates. Looking to poke. Good play. Apparently its name is pronounced Romanov. Over to Phil Kessel. Couldn't get it across to Capo Caco. Or Capo Caco. Lisinski. Good play by Johnson. Johnson. Over to Colton Sissons. What is this lineup? Colton Sissons! That got through. Oh, Romanov. Romanov's still going, but he's dead tired, unfortunately. Puck will be picked up by Travis Sanheim. Nope, not the playoff. Just wanted to play the first game so we could score the first goal in franchise history. Johnson, we've got an empty net, so a penalty upcoming. Penalty on Jack Johnson. What did I do? I do like how they added, like, actual arena music in here. Oh, jeez. It's one way to have that happen. O'Reilly can't win the face-off. One-timer! Side of the net, now Couturier. Blocked away, Colton Sissons. On a break. Jake Bean is not the one I want. Taking a shot, score! Jake Bean! First goal in franchise history goes to a defenseman. Who saw that coming?
just a fabulous shot. When you're in that high slot area, you know that you're going to be close upon quickly, so you got
Baked bean. Indeed.
And the second thing is the
All right. Well, now we move into the season simulation. I'm not certain how this is going to go. I think we're going to simulate okay. We do have to be mindful. I think it's... Isn't it like December 1st or something that all of our RFAs have to be signed, or we can't sign them for another year? I mean, that's a really nice play. That's a very nice play. I don't know if I've ever done anything quite like that, but our goalie doesn't ever really leave the net like that because we use the AI tenders for the most part. Well, we'll at least simulate the month of October and then maybe deal with Swayman. So we got a win against Philadelphia. We lose 4-3 to Vancouver. Beat Detroit 2-1. Followed by back-to-back losses. Beat Carolina. Simulation is actually decently How about that? Back-to-back shutout wins before losing 6-2. Well, we're 5-4-0. I mean, we've had worse starts in franchise modes over the years. Take a look at the situation with Swayman now. See if his price has gone down. We still have the cap space, even if we have to give him what he wanted originally. I mean, I'd just rather do that and then more than likely trade him. So we're going to advance a few days. Hopefully beat New Jersey. They're 3-7-0. 6-3 win. Nice. Brett Kulak. Two-way defender. Nah. St. Louis beat St. Louis in overtime, 7-4-0. And then Tampa, Swayman is under contract now, so now we traded. We beat Tampa Bay 3-1. That's nice. Let's see what the trade value for Swayman is. Now that we've signed him, did his value go up? No. Which is kind of surprising. We're pretty much just going to immediately put Swayman on the trade block. Trade block should be in here. Yes. Yeah. No. I want my draft picks, and I definitely want Luke Glendening on the team. The other two I don't necessarily care about, but still. Anyone on an expiring deal? Toffoli, but he's only 31. I'd like to re-sign Tyler Toffoli, at least at this current moment in time, so we're not going to be trading him. Capo Caco's going to be restricted. Pacioretty doesn't have very high value. Don't think we're going to be selling anybody outside of Swayman. You know, it's really strange that Swayman's an 86 overall at 24. He's making less money than Spencer Knight, and yet Spencer Knight's value is higher. I just guess maybe because he's younger. I don't know. Sort by year here. Got our first round pick there. We'll add that to the trade block. Add Swayman. And really, honestly, that's it. I just kind of, for the rest of the team, I just kind of want to see how they do. If we get to the deadline, then maybe we have to make a move. But for right now, I think the team is probably where we want them. Oh yeah, that's a perfect spot for the camera for this. I didn't even center that. That looks pretty nice. All right. Well, winners of 3 straight. And 3 games in 4 days to start the month of November. 4 games in 6 days. Can be a little bit quicker with the simulation now. 6-1 win against Ottawa. Philip Kemp. 24... No. Don't need him. Jesus Christ. This team is hot. Make it 5 straight wins. We're 11-4. Second in the Atlantic. 3 games this week. Colorado up first. Riley Shane and that 3rd round pick are not on the trade block for an unsigned RFA. Back-to-back losses. Then we break that losing streak with a win there. Another 3 games this week. Anaheim. That's a win. Oh, we have RFAs. We have more RFAs? What? Who the hell else is RFA? I was under the impression that those guys signed. Fermenton, who's a medium top 6 at 24 years old. We definitely want him back. Although the problem is now, I don't even know if we can afford that. But we'll see. We're kind of up against the cap here. Couple days off before the Edmonton game. Lindstrom and Fermenton are on, so we keep them. They're under contract. Game against Buffalo. Oh my God. 16-6-0. This team is something else. But so is Toronto, and that's who we face here. A win against the Maple Leafs would be a statement win. Oh my God. This team in simulation is crazy. I think we got all our RFAs taken care of. That's a shutout loss. That's not ideal. This just never changes. I feel like it'll be a good year for rookies. What does that even mean? Loss, win, and that back-to-back. Florida, loss, Seattle, win. We're coming down to earth a little bit, but still off to a good start. Beat Washington. Kevin Stenlund. Nope. Divisional game against Detroit upcoming. Always important. Beat Detroit twice. Nordiques have now officially taken over the top spot in the Atlantic. What an opening year this could be. A 2nd and a 4th and Riley Shane for a 3rd and a 5th. Why? Why would I do that? Let's head into 2024. 24, 12, and 0. That's the crazy thing. No overtime losses. Well, there's one. There's one, finally. Okay. 3 straight losses. One in which the goalies looked to be the issue, and then not being able to score over 2 goals there. That'll hurt. 6-2 win over Ottawa. Beat the Kings. Lose to the Canadiens. I think this is where the All-Star break is, but there's still no All-Star break. Let's just sim to the 1st of February. lose to Colorado, but in overtime. Axel Johnson Jalby, I don't know. Nah. Nothing we need. And a 2-0 win against Pittsburgh. 66 points after the month of January. At Arizona. Oh, how do we lose to Arizona? Well, we lost that top spot. Barbanov. We're actually not losing much in this trade, so I am going to take a look at it. I don't know. I just want to see what the potential's like. Oh, he's 29. Yeah, no, we don't need that. Don't need that. Lost to Edmonton, lost to Buffalo, lost to Toronto, and all of a sudden we're in 4th place in the Atlantic. Oh, how it has fallen apart quickly. Another loss. Win. All right, back up into 2nd. It's just packed, pretty tightly packed. Jesus fuck. In our division right now. We're getting close to the trade deadline, so I want to see if there's any real underperformers on this team. The game has moved Pacioretty back to the top line. 17 goals, 35 assists for Ryan O'Reilly. That's pretty much all we need out of him. That's all fine. Patrick Kane, 31 goals, 41 assists. He is definitely on pace for a 100-point season. That would be nice. Lafreniere, 8 goals, 16 assists. Those numbers aren't great. Burry, thanks for following. Middlestat, 12 goals, 22 assists. Why is Trevor Moore back in here? I gotta trade some of these lower overall forwards. Because it's taken Phil Kessel out of the game again. Or out of our lineup. Hawkeyes are winning. That's honestly kind of surprising. I was on Purdue for that one with no Cade. Because I just don't know anything about Iowa's backup. Lindblom. Why are these people in here? Like, Owen Tippett's scratched for that. That makes 0 sense. We're going to have to go to the settings here and change that. Because I want Monahan on the 2nd line. I actually want... Actually, we'll keep Lafreniere on the 2nd line for now. Moore... That's fine. 13 goals, 25 assists in 52 games. Oshie. Not crazy. But he is playing on the 3rd line. Middlestat hasn't even played a game. Or Tippett hasn't played a game for some reason. Backup is 6 for 21 for 110 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick. It could be worse. Kapanen, 9 goals on the 4th line. Kako, 3 goals. Phil... 1 assist. That may have happened in the game we played. And then defensively, it did this again. So we had Brendan Dillon on the top pairing. Why does this do this now? That's so strange. Can I put Romanov up here? Yeah, we'll do that. And then the goalie situation, Spencer Knight, .913 save percentage. Can't complain about that. 29 wins. Cam Talbot. I mean, it's over 900 save percentage, so I'm pretty happy with that. Jeremy Swayman just wasting away in the fucking minors with 24 wins, and he's backing up Dustin Wolf. Actually, it doesn't look like he is. 34 games played, 23 games played. I don't know what the deal is with that. I keep the power play how it is right now. The simulation's going well for us for the most part. We got to go to settings and make sure that the head coach is not editing the lines. Is it in rules for some reason? Yeah, no, don't do that. Well, while we're backed out of here, take a look at the trade block. I don't anticipate doing a lot. Aiden Hill, don't need him. What is this? Low bottom six. Why would anybody want... What? Kylek Pozo, that's... I mean, he's not very good. Chris Tanev. Nikita Zadorov. That's not awful. Reimer, Rittich. Blackwell. It's a bit more than I want to pay for Damon Severson, so don't need to do that. We could have had Mayfield in the expansion draft. Detroit. Is Mark Pysyk even still... Does he even still have a contract with the Red Wings? Philippe Danault, as well as Victor Arvidsson, still sitting here. What's Arvidsson doing this season? He's scoring? Not really. He got pretty low attributes for a sniper. 36-year-old Matt Zuccarello. Actually still pretty fast for being 36 with 90 speed. 16 goals, 34 assists for Zuccarello. Nothing is jumping out at me like that we have to go after here. I mean, our team's performing quite well for the time being, so... 35-year-old Semyon Varlamov. Sub-9 save percentage. We don't need that. All draft picks from Philly. Riley Smith on the trade block for Pittsburgh, as well as Nick Bugstad. I am kind of surprised that we haven't gotten an offer in on Swayman, like, at all. Although it probably changed my trade block again. I would not be shocked if it did. Oh, whoop, wrong thing. Trade block. No, it's left it how it is. I actually have a surplus of goalies. And can't really just do right wing. I guess we'll say forwards. Hopefully that does something. And then wants... basically anything. Forwards. Defensemen. And we don't need to acquire a goalie, but be stupid to not take some value if we get it. Although I'm happy with what Spencer Knight's doing. So there we go. We'll get back to the sim. This might be a boring trade deadline. I really don't think we're going to be doing a whole lot of trading. Florida Panthers and the Seattle Kraken. Overtime loss. Middlestat and Smith for a third rounder and a defenseman. No. Lost to Seattle. We're down to third place in the Atlantic. Let's just sim right up to the trade deadline. Philip Ruse, no. Beat the Sharks. 6-2 to the Sharks? Nolan Foote. Nope. I mean, we'll just keep the current trade block. Enter the trade deadline. See if we can't do something with that. I mean, Swayman's up there in terms of top 10 players. You'd think... Oh, Swayman's potential... Or was his potential always starter? Maybe that's why he's just not garnering much interest. Let's take a look at what we have here in just trades that the game thinks that we're going to like. 2 second-round picks? No. Jonathan Taves. Taves is an 83. Jonathan Taves and a third and a fourth in 2025. I mean, we don't really need that. So let's try that again. We're not going to trade Sean Monahan. Klingberg. They want to. Montreal wants to trade us our own third-round pick back. Second and a third, and Jeff Carter, Michael Granlund, Riley Smith. Wait. I mean, that might be worth looking at. LeBanc. Well, no first-round picks. Go back. Who did you see? Edmondson, Zucker, Klingberg. AHL top 6. So you like the Taves trade? I kind of do too. Reunite Taves and Kane. I think this is something we can work with. So we're going to want to get rid of a center. Low top 6 middle stat. What's Taves doing this year? 22 goals. Okay, so Jonathan Taves still simulates well. We're definitely not trading Wolf. That makes 0 sense. So Taves... How old is Jonathan Taves? 35. On an expiring deal. Well then, we don't really have to get rid of Middlestat. Maybe we just take Glendenning out of the lineup. Because we're getting a guy that does face-offs even better in Jonathan Taves. For an extra goalie that we don't need in Jeremy Swayman. We have far better goalies than Spencer Knight and Wolf for the future. I like it. Jonathan Taves, welcome to the Quebec Nordiques. And that's really all we needed to do. We could improve the defense a little bit. I don't know why the game thinks we're going to trade Wolf. We're not. That is not happening. I'm good with that. I am totally fine with how that trade deadline went. Nordiques. Ugh. This little bad run that we've been on in February has hurt us quite a bit. Let's go into the line. Actually, before we edit the lines, actually, that's probably about what we're gonna want. Look at the boosts it gives us there. That's nice. Have to put Kane with Taves. That means we're gonna have to make Jonathan Taves our top line center because you can't have Patrick Kane anywhere else. Taves wears 19. Not going to give him an A. I mean, I guess have O'Reilly as the second line center. Although that kind of... That's screwed. What was this boost down here? Oh, it was only a +1. Lafreniere, that doesn't help. More. That actually gives this line a +3 if we do that. Trevor Moore is a playmaker. Pacioretty the sniper. Taves two-way forward. It's pretty much the same way we had the top line before, just different players. And then down here on the bottom line, if I move Kapanen up, that helps out. And Monahan's got to be the fourth line center. Okay. Defensively, for whatever reason, it did this again. There we go. Move Jack Johnson. Okay, that don't work. Jake Bean there. All right, goalies are fine. There we go. Back to the sim. Make a playoff push in our first season with the Quebec Nordiques. The entire month of March and 5 games in April is what we have left. These first 4 games, they can't just choke this away, right? We lost Trevor Moore. Ugh. Broken leg. He's going to be out a while. I was going to say, I bet it sat Owen Tippett again. We'll throw Tippett in there. I'm actually going to take Sissons out and put in Kakko. Or was that a +3 with Colton Sissons? A +2. Wow. We can put Oshie on the fourth line. He's got veterans down here. And then Lindblom. Take him out and put in Phil Kessel. What does that do? There's no real way to make that good. But I like that. I like that more. Do we have a sniper on every line still? Pacioretty, Kane, Kessel. Oshi's not a sniper. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I like it. Beat Vancouver. Don't need that. The power play is simulating fine. Oh, now we went all the way through the trade block without injuries, and now we have 2. Sore shoulder. He's only going to miss a few games. This actually, we're going to have to make a roster change. Go to roster moves. All changes being lost. That's fine. We didn't change anything. In the system, we'll just bring up Gustav Lindstrom. Edit the NHL lines. What? Why did... What? What happened? Wasn't this a +3? Is this not the lineup we had? Who did we have? Did we not have Lafreniere? What happened? Is this not the lineup I just had? Kane, Taves, Lafreniere? What the hell is that about? Alright, well, fuck line chemistry. It's never made sense. I'm trying to make it make sense now, and it just never will. So Gustav Lindstrom. It was O'Reilly Kane? So that was it. I just goofed it up. Well, do we need Taves? Do we need Taves and Kane playing together? Oh, right. There we go. Kane on the top line, Taves up there, Patches, and then O'Reilly's the one that gets the boost with Tippett and Lafreniere. I really like Ryan O'Reilly and Alexei Lafreniere playing together. There we go. Although now that puts 2 snipers there. Putting Lafreniere kills that. All right. Best lines in the AHL. Don't care. What the hell? There we go. 4-1 win against Boston. 1-0 loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets. We do have a wild card spot as things stand. Carolina. That's a dub. 5-0 win against Vegas. 5-4 shootout win against the Winnipeg Jets. Don't really care about giving up the loser point to a Western Conference team. Jake Bean is back. How'd Lindstrom do? Oh, Lindstrom actually gives us a boost. What if I take Jack Johnson out? I don't know why Bean and Addison sit Bean until the playoffs. Nah. I mean, yes, he did score that goal for us earlier today, but he's not the most important. He can still get hurt. Yeah, you're right. If that comes back to bite us, it'll be my fault. Beat the Islanders and the Devils. 3 games here in 4 days. Oh, now Gustav Lindstrom's hurt. We don't have another defenseman, do we? Oh, we do. Jack Johnson. Don't really like Bean getting a negative there. Yeah, what the hell is happening? There we go. Loss, and he missed one game. This is where injuries just get tedious. It's annoying. In and out, in and out. Jack Johnson back out for Gustav Lindstrom. Lindstrom goes up there, and Addison... Is that what we had? Again, didn't... There we go. That's fine. Bean's fully healed now, so he's fine. 3 straight losses, not ideal. Through 75 games played, we're at 91 points. We have these 5 games left and 2 more. 7 in total. As long as we don't go on an awful losing streak, we should be okay. If season were to end today, we'd play the Florida Panthers. The New York Rangers... Actually, wait, that's not our division. The Tampa Bay Lightning aren't out of reach. Do we play them again? No. We've got West, West, East, West... Central. Okay. So, only one Eastern Conference team here. We're going to go game at a time here. Brendan Smith, former Red Wing. What's he like in this game? 78, 35, no. Colorado, that's a win. 96 points to Tampa Bay's 101. Florida's 97. At Calgary, 39, 36, and 3 are the Calgary Flames. Oh, right. That was what was weird about it. It was Tyler Toffoli. That's why it was strange. Who's going to get sent down? We don't have to start Toffoli immediately. Lindblom in 53 games had 10 goals. Colton Sissons, 12. We'll send Lindblom down. Do we have a two-way? Just defenseman. We'll send Jack Johnson down on the two-way deal. Lost to Calgary. 3 points behind the Florida Panthers. 5 behind the Tampa Bay Lightning. So winning the division may not happen. But still, we're at 46 wins. Pittsburgh, 39, 32, and 8. Don't lose. That's a dub. The Panthers have actually tied Tampa Bay at 101 points. Check on the prospect. Good point. I looked at his overall when we were in the trade deadline. Let's see, what's he doing? Carlson, Leo Carlson. I don't think he's only getting 10 minutes per game. Because guys like Ryan Reeves has scored 30 goals. I know this is the AHL, but my God. Yep, it came out yesterday. No, I do not think Leo Carlson is ready for the playoffs, so we'll leave him in the minors. Hopefully he grows a lot in the offseason to the point that he can be on the team at the start of the 24-25 season. How is Stahl doing? Here, we'll just do a full-on stat check while we're here. We'll start with the AHL. For Menton, after we signed him, 18 goals, 34 assists. Fine. 30 goals for Eric Stahl. Dude, what? Derek Ryan, 32. I mean, come on. Ryan Reeves, a 30-goal scorer. It's never happened in his life. Adam Ernie has scored 30. If Giovanni Smith had scored 30, I'd be concerned. Riley Sheehan, 8. Sounds about right. Carlson with 8. 5. Samu Bao and Phil DiGiuseppe. No. We don't need Ryan Reeves for the playoffs. Especially because I still don't know if I totally know how to hit, which is pretty much the only thing that he's going to be able to do well. If we play Boston, yeah, sure, but no guarantee that we do. And then the NHL. Ryback. Let's take a look and see what these guys are doing. Pacioretty nearing 30 goals. I kind of want more out of him if he's going to play on that top line, but right now he's the best thing we got up there. Jonathan Taves, 30 goals, but a lot of those weren't for us. Kane's got 35. He kind of slowed down a little bit. He had like 70 points at the trade deadline. Owen Tippett was on the bench for a lot of the year for some reason as a healthy scratch. I don't know why the game decided to do that. No, we did not. This wasn't a... or no, we didn't get him in the expansion draft. No. He was a free agent, as was Alexis Lafreniere. O'Reilly up to 47 assists. You like to see that out of him. What's Lafreniere doing? 12 goals, 26. He hasn't grown in overall. Yeah, he was a free agent. Just a UFA at 22 years old. No idea how. Kapanen, nothing crazy. Mittelstadt with 13 goals, 29 assists. Phil scored 6 in limited action. 10 points for Phil the Thrill. TJ Sochi with 11 goals, 25 assists. Monahan, a 20-goal scorer, but primarily he was our second-line center earlier in the year. And Capo Caco with 6 goals. Defensively, we didn't check the defense goal-wise. Gerard's got 28. Capo Caco may have been the expansion draft. I want to say he was. 3 goals for Brendan Dillon. Jake Bean, 9 goals on the year. Romanov, only 7. Lindstrom in limited action has 1 point. And Kalen Addison, who we're still hoping to see some growth out of, with 9 goals, tied for the defensive lead. And then goalies, Cam Talbot, his save percentage hasn't changed much. Went down just a tick, but still for a backup goalie, it's whatever. Although actually, I mean, the goals against average doesn't blow you away. You're not going to be thrilled with the 3.3 goals against average there. 7 wins in 21 games is a little concerning. Just a little concerning. And then Spencer Knight, 41 wins, 2.6 goals against, and about to play in his 70th game. Our 22-year-old stud goaltender, Spencer Knight. Check on Wolf. Good call. What's he doing in the minors? I can't imagine we're going to want to pull Wolf up. Like, yeah, 9-11 save percentage, 2.4 goals against. That's good, but not going to play that same way in the NHL. He's just not. Cam Talbot isn't going to destroy our chances, and he's not going to play in the playoffs anyway, if we can avoid it. Should be Spencer Knight almost every game, if not every game. Final few games of the regular season. Have we clinched our playoff spot? Yes. Yes, we have. The Quebec Nordiques, in their first season, kind of. This version of the Quebec Nordiques, their first season in the NHL. 1 more win, and that's going to put us at 100 points, and we will make the playoffs. Still with a chance to surpass the Florida Panthers. But we got to win both of these games, I would assume. Mild concussion. Well, fuck. I sent Jack Johnson down, so we're going to have to go to roster moves. How did we go this long without an injury? Not a single one until after the trade deadline. Who do we like more between Jack Johnson and Colton White? Their shooting attributes are basically the same. What about Mackey? Mackey's a little better. Well, if we're going for younger, I guess White is the youngest. We'll just bring up Colton White. Edit the NHL lines. Lindstrom shouldn't miss too much time. I think it said the 15th of April. Do we have so many left defenders? Whoop. Back to edit lines. Just fix that. And then, uh-oh. Oh, God, did that fuck... I swear to God if that messed up my NHL rosters. Come on. No, we're fine. We're fine there. Oh, this is okay. Dude, I don't fucking get line chemistry. It just doesn't make sense. All right. One game remaining. We're 1 point behind the Tampa Bay Lightning as the Florida Panthers with a game in. They have a game in hand, or Tampa has a game in hand over Florida. Quite a battle. But that means we are out of the race for the division. And then now Nashville. This game really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that one hurts a lot. The final game of the regular season? Oh, no. You've got to be kidding me. Are we serious here? Ah. Yeah, that is our top defender out for at least a couple games in the playoffs. I like that shot from Mackey, so we'll put him in. Damn it. But we'll get healthy couple games into the postseason, I do believe. So we'll put Mackey in this spot. Jake Bean up there. Oh my God. I don't think there's a way not to take a negative. That's probably the best case scenario. What's wrong with the power play? Nothing. Our shootout line is now broken for some reason. Let's see. We got Kane, Oshie, Pacioretty. I'll put Lafreniere in there. Burnaby Aces, AHL team. No best lines on them. And there We are. I don't know why this keeps breaking. But the Quebec Nordiques are indeed in the playoffs. We will be facing the Tampa Bay Lightning in round number 1. The Florida Panthers... Actually, no, that's not a given thing yet. The Lightning have yet to play their final game. They tied, and we take on Florida instead. The tiebreaker goes to Tampa Bay. How? How does that... They have the same amount of points, and Florida has more wins. I could have swore the first tiebreaker was regulation and or overtime wins, unless that's changed. Because, in theory, that should be Florida. I'm confused now. If 2 or more clubs are tied in points during the regular season, the standing of the clubs is determined in the following order. Fewer number of games played, that makes sense. The greater number of games won, excluding games won in... Greater number of games won. Well then, so that's the first tiebreaker and Florida wins it. Like, I'm on the actual NHL website. Greater number of games won... Oh, excluding games won in overtime or by shootout. So it's just regulation wins. So they won less than 40. Not 47. That number's not going to mean anything when it comes to this. But wow, we had more wins than the division winner.